Hello everyone, it's Eddie the Chump coming back with another video. This is the start of a new, well, this video's got loads of functions. The first one is this is going to be part of a new series which is called Righteous Rants, which are things that really piss me off about either Call of Duty or YouTube or anything else like that, that I think are justified. Obviously, I've got a bit of good humour about it. I know my opinion isn't really that important, so don't worry about that. Secondly, this is my last video before I go away on holiday on the 23rd of August. I'm away for 2 weeks. I'm back on the 4th of September. So all those new subscribers that have joined me since watching the Blame Truth Response video and others, please stay with me. It's lovely to have you, but I won't be posting for 2 weeks. So that's a bit unfortunate, but I don't have a laptop, so I can't take any of my gaming stuff with me, and plus I'm going to be with family. It's actually my grandmother's 90th birthday, which is amazing. It's incredible to think that she's 90 years old, but there we go. Right, on with the episode. Right, the gameplay, obviously UMP Outpost. Why would I take a submachine gun on Outpost, you ask? I asked myself the very same question. I just fancied doing it. It was during the double weapon XP weekend that we've just gone through, and I wanted to get it gold. Unfortunately, I couldn't be bothered. I got it to level 30 and then didn't carry on through with it. I got the MP7 gold instead. Right, so this rant is about something that I've noticed that's going on at the moment, which is affecting some of the people that I follow, some of the entertainment I like to watch, and it's really pissing me off. And that's DDOSing. Now, if you don't know what DDOSing is, I'm assuming that most people do know what DDOSing is by now, because it's affected like some really high profile people like Woody's Gamertag, T Martin, one of my favourites, Optic Scumpy. It affects him when he plays GB matches because, well, I'll go into the details in a minute. But what it is basically is it's a blanket term for a form of network disruption. Now, it can be done loads of different ways, but the easiest way, which is done by like kids who are obviously like 13 or younger, or you know, around that sort of age where they think it's cool to fuck up other people's shit, is where they flood your network or router with traffic requests, and that kind of domestic hardware just doesn't have the redundancies basically built into it. So effectively what happens is that your network and router collapses under the pressure and your internet stops working. Now, this can be done by obtaining your IP address if you have a static one, or you basically have to change your IP address at the ISP level for your router every time that happens. So it can be really frustrating for people who try and stream or do live events. Like Woody's Gamertag and PKA is obviously the biggest example of this douchebaggery that has occurred. Now, PKA had a 100th episode. Now we're going to get loads of people to come on as special guests, and it was going to be great, and we were all going to have a good time. I was really looking forward to watching it as well. And some little punk bitch, or several punk bitches, decided that it would be a good idea to ruin everyone's fun. Now, you know, I'm older now, but I was young once. I do know what it's like to sort of test yourself against the outside world, and you know, I'm sure amongst your own little, you know, circles, that's a big scalp to pull down someone like Woody. But really all it does is it doesn't make you seem cool, because you're not. All you're doing is you're just sort of sealing your fate as a douchebag for life. That's actually what you're doing. Now, up now on the screen is a little graph I made up. And as you can see, here is the cool people, the people that generate the content, and pro gamers and the such like. And then here are DDOSers, stream joiners, douchebags, off to the side in a separate smaller group, virgins, the lot of you. Basically, if you do stuff like this, I don't know, it's just, I can't really understand the motivation. I can understand that it makes you feel powerful, because generally the people that will do this will be people without much personal power in their personal lives. That's the really damning thing about it, is that the people that do this are little douchebags. And it's certainly not anyone with any sort of self-esteem or self-confidence. It's certainly not anyone who's ever been any good at anything, because people who do this kind of stuff, you're not good at anything, dude. That's why you've picked ruining other people's fun as the thing to get good at, because you can't get good at anything else, because you're not original or creative enough to either generate content yourself or to get good enough, have the dedication that it takes to be a pro gamer or a pro anything. So what you've decided to do is waste other people's time as your activity. Now, there's nothing lamer, nothing speaks worse about a person than someone who, instead of wanting to do all that cool stuff, wants to ruin everybody else's time. You know, there's no one worse in the world, and you don't want to grow up being that guy. Trust me, okay? You just don't. So yeah, I get tagged by a recon drone here, and I'm on a streak, and I don't call them recon drones, I call them streak enders. But as it turns out, it's all right. I only needed one more kill. There you go. And I know it was bad aim, but I still got it with a submachine gun on Outpost. That's the first one I've ever got on Outpost, actually. I generally despise this map, and I usually just fucking rage quit the moment it gets voted, and I generally insult everyone quite vocally on my microphone for picking Outpost or allowing it to be picked, because it's honestly, it's one of the worst maps ever. But yeah, I was kind of happy with that gameplay. Yeah, I don't really know what else I can say. You really don't want to be one of these people, right? Because it isn't actually cool. Like, do you know what has never been said? An attractive girl has never said, wow, your DDOSing skills are so much, I'm going to break my pelvis opening my legs for you. That has never been said, and never will be said either. Don't be one of those douchebags. Learn how to get good at something, learn how to make stuff, be creative, do all that cool stuff. Don't ruin other people's fun. You're just a douchebag. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, please like and subscribe. Go to my channel, check it out. Help it grow. Cheers.